Yeah, I'm a project, baby, man.
I smoke weed.
What you do?
Smoke weed.
And what we gonna do?
We get the fruit tonight. R.I.P.
We going to sleep tonight. Melatonin that baby. When you this shit, look. Hey, look. When you like, look.
Welcome to Big Bait Podcast. I'm your host, Matic. It's a lot of podcasts that do a lot of gossiping. We call this Big Bait, because we got bigger fish to fry. Excuse me! You know God know best. And sometimes we sleep on that. You hear them old people say stuff like, you ain't supposed to have sex before marriage. I thought that was crazy. I'm like, what? I gotta see what it's like first. I don't want to just marry anything. I thought they were tripping. I'm like, y'all tripping, man. Ain't nowhere in the world I want to just get myself into something and don't know what it is. Now I understand. It's us that's moving out of alignment, you know. It's us that's going ahead. And when we do that, man, it might not look like it right then and there, but boy, we pay for it. We gotta wake up and stop acting shocked when the kids come out dysfunctional. Like we ain't see the dysfunction in the woman, or we ain't see the dysfunction in the man before we even laid down with them. That was us moving ahead of God, you know. We was supposed to wait on our wives. They was supposed to wait on their husbands. But since we moved out of alignment, now we hurt, now we crying when we find out she wasn't who we thought she was. We try to make anybody ours. Look here, bro. If she ain't your real, no matter how much you try to make that thing work, it ain't gonna work, man. It might work for a few months. It might work for a few years. No matter how hard it is to let go. Sometimes we try to make things work and end up dead. We end up in prison. Some dudes be thinking like, how could she do me like this? Cause she wasn't your real, bro. Some females be thinking like, how could he leave me like this? Cause he wasn't yours. See, what we do is we get with these females who look good, you know what I'm saying? And females get with these dudes who they feel like look good or got money. And then when you get pregnant and he don't want nothing to do with you no more, you looking crazy. You looking like he the bad guy. But in reality, we gotta start taking accountability, man. I used to get so mad at my BM. I used to feel like, man, why she doing me like this? I used to feel like, man, I can't stand her. It's her fault. She put me through this. You know, every time we'll get into it, I blame her. But I had to be a man and take accountability and understand that it ain't her fault, it's mine. I chose to lay down with her. I chose to have a baby out of wedlock. That's why I was supposed to listen to the Bible. I was supposed to do what God said. I was supposed to wait. But me being unlearned, I just did what I wanted to do. And then when them consequences came around, I ain't want to accept it, so I blamed her. Yeah, some of the stuff she did, I ain't like. Some of the stuff she did, I could say it was her fault. I ain't never do her like that. But the fact of the matter is, I moved out of turn. I went out of alignment. I was supposed to wait for my real. The Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. But all wives ain't from God. Sometimes we can get into marriages and it not be ordained by God. And we trying to figure out why is it so hard? Why is it so stressful? Why it's always drama? We trying to make things work that wasn't meant to work. We get with these dysfunctional women, and these women get with these dysfunctional men. And when the jit come out dysfunctional, we asking why. We trying to figure it out. Why my son, why my daughter acting like this? Have you stopped and thought like maybe them generational curses? She acting just like her mama. He acting just like his daddy. Sometimes we don't think we do, but we act just like our parents do. We pick up stuff from them subconsciously, not even knowing it. Sometimes I think about things I say. I can remember my mama saying them same things to me. See, my daddy wasn't around, so I wanted to be different. I wanted to be there for my daughter. But even with me trying to be different and trying to be there, you know, them kids don't know what they doing. They just doing what they taught. So it be like generational curses. You see a lot of things that we do, we might not know these kids watching. We might not think it's gonna be in their DNA. You know, we got attitude problems, but we mad at our kids when they come home with an attitude. We got anger issues, but we act like we don't understand when our kids come home with anger issues. Now I understand why the word is the word. Now I understand why we should have listened. Now I see where we went wrong. Everything we did out of alignment, It's just coming back to hunt us. Our kids, our family, our relationships. You reap what you sow. Sometimes we can do things we're not proud of. Sometimes the things we done wrong don't come back to hunt us until we start living right. You ever got your heart broken and was like, boy, a year ago I wouldn't even loved you. Somebody ever disrespect you when you knew you was in transition? Like, boy, if you would have said that a couple of years ago, I would have mopped the floor with you. I see why God said what he said. You know, it sounded crazy when I was out there, but now I ain't out there no more. Everything makes so much more sense. If I was in alignment with God and waited on God, I wouldn't be going through half of the things I'm going through right now. We got to take accountability. We got to stop blaming other people for our mess ups. We did it to ourselves. You can't blame that woman for putting you on child support. You was supposed to be married before you laid with her. Can't be mad at that woman for pressing charges on you when you know you innocent. You weren't even supposed to be with her. You can't be mad at that man for cheating on you. You was supposed to wait on God to send you a husband. Don't go to getting scratched out when your kids get disrespectful. They only doing what you taught them. If you and your siblings keep beefing, it might not be y'all fault. Did your mama and daddy sit y'all down and teach y'all how to be united? Did they pray with y'all? Did they teach y'all to share? Did they teach y'all to care for one another? Stop getting mad at your brothers and sisters. Oh, my brother this, my sister this. My brother wasn't there for me. My sister wasn't there for me. Your brother and sister wasn't taught to be there for you. Your brother and sister don't know how to be there for you. And parents, we got to start taking responsibility. Don't show no favoritism to your kids, man. If you was always treated better than me, 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna like you. If I got in trouble for what you did, but you ain't get in trouble for what I did, of course we beefing when mama gone. If the oldest always got to take responsibilities for the little ones mess up, all them little ones got to pay for it some way. So when the parents gone, that's when they paying for it. But when you come home and trying to beat the older one for how he treating the younger ones, think about how you treating him or her. You teaching them how to hate. You teaching them not to love one another. We got to take accountability. What you did wrong. Nah, not what they did, what you did. Everybody want to be the victim, but deep down we ain't so innocent as we say we is. We played some part in what we going through. We got to stop blaming the other person. Women out there always talking about they baby daddy ain't nothing. He ain't did nothing for his kids, or he a deadbeat. You see, he ain't do nothing for the first and second one he had. So why you gonna give him a third and fourth one? Then play the victim. You knew he wasn't doing nothing for his other kids. And y'all sit there and say stuff like, he said he was. How often did you see him? When you was with him, did he have his kids? Did he bring his kids around? Did he buy his kids? How often did he talk about them? You done been with this man for a whole year and only seen his kids twice. Of course he a deadbeat. You met this chick on social media, half naked, every picture. Then you want to go kill the dude she cheating with. You want to beef with the dude she sleeping with. Bruh, you knew she wasn't nothing, bruh. You chose to lay up with that girl. Don't act surprised now. You knew what time it was. Take accountability. Be a man. You smashed first night. You knew who you was dealing with. Now you playing the victim. Now you acting like you hurt. We put ourselves in situations. Then we blame everybody else. Oh, the devil attacking me. God ain't answering my prayers. God ain't coming through for me. I'm stressed out. I'm going through the most. I'm tired. I want to give up. These kids is just doing too much. I can't handle it. Nobody love me. Ask yourself what you did to be in them predicaments. Because I had to do the same thing. I had to stop complaining. I had to stop being the victim and ask myself, well, what did I do to get here? Because I had to play a part in it. I ain't just wake up here. I played some part in it myself. Some women say, oh, he misled me. Some dudes say, she misled me. Oh, when I first met her, she was this way. But then when she had my baby, she this way. Well, how long was it? Did you get to know her? Did you get to know her family? Did you get to know her background? Did you spend enough time with her to understand who she was before you gave her that baby? Or you let him sell you a few dreams and got you pregnant in the same day? If you would have made him wait to get the cookies, you would have seen that he wasn't even going to wait for it. But since you gave it up so fast, Of course you got food. Pray for a spirit of discernment. Let's stop getting out of alignment and going ahead of God. I ain't telling you this because I'm better than you. I'm telling you this because this is what I'm going through. Big God, big blessings, big bait.
Excuse me. Signal free, innit?
Yeah, I'ma give them something they can vibe to. Yeah, give them something they can slide to. Button up polo with the boat shoes. I ain't going to the club, I'm going to church, fool. I pray to the Lord when I make boss moves. And when I get that bag, I pay my tithes too. Gotta watch out for the devil, he'll try you. Listen out for the snakes, they right behind you. Blessings on me when I come through. Blessings on me when I come through. Blessings on me when I come through. Even though I don't pray like I'm supposed to. Blessings on me when I come through. Blessings on me when I come through. Blessings on me when I come through. Even though I don't pray like I'm supposed to. My dog say he broke and he stressed too. You got breath in your body, boy, you blessed, fool. I done had more and had less too. It ain't all about the money, it's your health too. Don't chase the money, let it chase you. You broke or got money, they still hate you. When you get the money, don't let it change you. You gotta be humble and have faith too. Blessings on me when I come through. Blessings on me when I come through. Blessings on me when I come through.